think I'm on a path to find maybe what I'm looking for in my next theme or way or form. I'm excited about it, but I'm also nervous because it means changing. Mostly growing, but definitely changing. And that can be intimidating. But that's the joy of the future. The joy of the future is you don't know what will happen next and what will be and what won't be, how these things go, and everything that comes before it and after it, and so on and so forth. You just have to see beyond your fingers. When I was a kid, I used to talk to the wind. I used to listen to hear all the peaks and highs and the blowing. It was something really just kind of magical and beautiful about it. Just to be in everything. To watch it just go and dance, make everything around it dance too. There's a lot of power in just listening to the world. You find your path is less complicated and more beautiful. And that's kind of the perspective and the point that I look for when I make art. I haven't made anything in a little while. Nothing that I would consider something that I made. I've done little bits and pieces, but we both know I'm my hardest person to please. 2020 just gone by so fast. Like it's almost December. That's so crazy. I keep thinking of all these different times in my life where I was like this kid discovering Jimi Hendrix for the first time as there were like pine cones all around and it was cold outside and I was drinking hot chocolate and I was just like, this is amazing. The whole world changed all of a sudden. I saw this guy who was unconventional by most standards, who looked like me, who was just cool as shit. The world changed. What things have happened during the holidays when you were younger that changed your life? I'm always wondering with these questions. Maybe it's the podcaster in me, but I just find it really fascinating to just learn about people. Majinchi, like a lettuce. I think the funny thing about all this stuff is that I've grown to be a very successful painter. Good bit of notoriety. Even sold a few things. But I've noticed that when I try to sell things, it always just takes too long. It's a little maddening, honestly. And I still think the work's good. I don't feel like the work suffers because I'm thinking about how it's going to frame or sell or anything. But there's something to be said about like you make something and then you hope really hard that you can do really well, like to make something commercialized so that people can be a part of it. And then nah. Honesty. Oof. This is gonna be rough. It has been a fucking shit year for failure. I've made so much work and I have not loved probably 75% of it. And that's part of the process, to be completely honest. You don't always, you're gonna have years where it's not perfect. And sometimes the paper isn't big enough, or the pens aren't strong enough, or the ink's not wet enough, or thick enough, or thin enough, or it separates properly when you try and wash it. All these things, like, these are all my personal problems. These may not be yours. And it's okay. Sam Cooke said, change is gonna come. Oh, look at this. I have 3 horrible truths for you. It's gonna hurt. 1, people like me have been around for a long time and we've made a lot of art. We've even sold a lot of paintings. But the first horrible truth is we don't know shit about how to help you. And that's just it. Number 2, you will spend a lot of time on some pieces that are way more in depth than you've ever spent in your whole life. And that does not mean for an instance that people are going to give you the attention that you want from them. No, not right now. They're investments for your talent and your future. And number 3, being an artist is hard, and you will find lots of projects that are very cool and are amazing that you will do. And they will bring you joy and experience. And that sometimes is the most you're going to get from those experiences. And that's perfect. On to the next one. Move forward, be amazing, and see yourself in the future. And it'll all work out. One way or another. Just give yourself time. Till next week, guys. Legolas, Painter out. Ciao. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.